Hi guys, welcome to my vlog. My name is Kyla Mecha. I'm all about food, fun and travel, and today I bring to you Lost in Dubai, a travel story by none other than Maggie, a very dear friend of mine and a very big supporter of the channel. This story was inspired by my move to the UK, my travel to the UK story. If you haven't watched it, you can find it here. So in the near future, I'm actually planning to feature more travel stories for you, my travelers, to not only get entertained, but also to learn from different people's travel stories. So if you're interested in having a story featured, you can reach out to me on my Instagram over here and we can plan something out. But in the meantime, welcome Maggie. If you're new here, feel at home, feel very welcome, and don't forget to subscribe and continue being a part of this journey.
Hi guys, welcome to Kyla's vlog. My name is Maggie, and today I'm going to tell you a story of how I got lost in Dubai. Basically, man, it was bad. So yeah, if you're a new subscriber, please subscribe to this YouTube channel, by the way, and don't forget to go and watch the previous video where she was explaining how she got lost in UK. Sorry, Kayla. But anyway, shit happens. Yeah. So, we'd gone on a class trip. On this day, I think the organizers had planned for everyone to go on a cruise on board a yacht. So my friends and I were like, oh, so excited. You know, the previous day we were like, oh, tomorrow we're going to, shake our asses on a yacht in Dubai in a thong.
I've been suffering. I suffered for 19 years. It's time for me to shake my ass on a yacht. In Dubai. In a thong.
Wow. I love it.
And so, like, amidst preparing for that day and everything, we woke up in the morning, we had breakfast, we hung out a bit with some of our classmates, and then afterwards, we're like, guys, so let's go to city center. It was called city center in Deira. We were staying at Jijiko, so like the train ride from Jijiko, where our hotel was, to city center was like, I think 15 or 10 minutes. It was so short. But Sisi Vierere, we didn't know. We didn't know, so we had not even taken our metro cards for the train. And I think it was the second or the third day in Dubai. I don't even remember. It was the second or the third day in Dubai. So like we were just exploring. But now we hadn't taken our metro cards yet, so we didn't even know where the train station was. We didn't know anything. Us were just using a cab all the time. And anyway, since we were like the three of us, we used to cost share most of the time. So that day, my roommate was just telling me, Maggie, are you guys going to the yacht? You are going? Or like, yeah, we're going, but first we want to go and do some shopping first. We buy like, a little snack so that we don't stay hungry, because we knew we're not going to eat the whole day. Hey. Sasa sisi vichwa mbaya tu kabisa. Tumetoka kwa hotel, tumeingia kwa cab, tukashukishwa city center Deira. We're looking at things, oh my gosh. My friend, she was so psyched up. She's like, oh, let's just go and take a few snacks and stuff. We buy perfumes, and then we go back to the hotel just in time for departing to go to the marina. Now Wi-Fi ilikuwa inafanya kwa hotel, si ndio? But now when you go outside, it wasn't really working. I don't know why. I think you had to register your line or something. But now we're like, we're not even staying here for, it's not even a month. So it's not going to be worth it anyway, because anyway, when we're back at the hotel, we'll have Wi-Fi. So like there's no need kujitesa na sijui registering a new number, buying airtime, all those things, and we had free Wi-Fi at the hotel. But now there was also free Wi-Fi accessible to the public. It's just that we didn't know how to connect. So we go to the shopping center, we check out some stuff. I remember we first checked out it was like an eatery, but it's inside the mall, you know. They were cooking. It was like a live cooking show, something like that. We check it out, and then we're like, guys, let's go. So we start going from one aisle to the other. You know, we're looking at stuff. We're saying, by the way, hii nini nyama yenye inakanga huku si nyama kama yetu. Like, okay, somehow their meat was quite tasteless, to be honest. Maybe ni effect ya kuzoea nyama choma mingi, but who knows. Yeah, it wasn't, especially the sausages. Maybe it's because they are not like, I don't know. You just can't compare them to Farmer's Choice, you know, the ones that we are used to. So like, by the way, that looks weird, that looks nice, you know. And then my friend got excited. She wanted those big Oreos because they were in different flavors, and those flavors are not in Kenya yet. So she was excited. She was like, we have to try these ones. Then we went and bought like a big jar of orange juice. But like, we bought orange juice, we bought water, you know. We bought a few snacks. We're like, these ones are going to eat when on the yacht, right? Hey, my friend. Wacha tukijaribu kutoka kwa supermarket sasa, kumbe there's a whole queue for people who want, you know, to take a cab. So you just don't go and, you know, stand outside the way as we are used to. Like when you're done shopping, you go outside. There are a lot of taxis over there waiting for you. So in Dubai, it's banned. You can't do that. You have to go to the designated taxi area. Then the taxis, as they drop people off, they'll go and pick you up from the queue. So one person after the other, right? We didn't know. So we finished shopping. Then we exited the mall using the entrance of the mall. I don't even know why it wasn't making sense in my head at that time that we're doing a wrong thing. So at the entrance, we're waiting for cabs are dropping off people, and we're like, we want to go to this place. We're staying at Millennium Airport Hotel. We want to go to Millennium Airport Hotel, whatever. They refuse. They can't pick us up. And we're like, we'll pay you. It's not like we don't have money or anything. They're like, no, they're not allowed, you know. But now what I found to be weird was like, they picked some people, but when it came to us, they were like, no, you have to go to the designated taxi area or whatever. So after like trying to pick up cabs for like almost 30 minutes, some of our friends had ordered an Uber. So when the Uber came, we were just like, okay, guys, can you please order for us an Uber? But now they had to go shopping before going to the yacht. So they were like, we'd like to help, but now we'll run late. So we understood. We're like, okay, we'll just meet you at the hotel. So my friends and I, we were three. The three of us, we go back inside. We start walking around looking for the exit. Then we found some African. I think he was Kenyan. Then he explained to us, by the way, you know, you're supposed to do this and this so that you can get a cab, because the way you are trying to get a cab, it's illegal. And since the penalties are usually so harsh, the drivers usually never want to, you know, pay those fines. So you just have to abide by the rules, right? So we went and we're like, we went to the queue. When we saw the queue, we're like, hey, hapa si tutakaa hapa paka next year, you know. So we're like, as you're not staying here, we'll go and look for a cab elsewhere. So we exit the mall. We were just looking at cars, because, you know, they're like fancy cars, you know, Bugattis, Ferraris, all those things. And we're just taking photos, taking snaps, you know. And then we reached, I think it was the exit of the metro station on the other side. But now for us to go to the metro, we're supposed to cross to the other side, and we're like, what's the point? And then furthermore, we saw some cabs lining up and picking some people it was like a bus stop, but it wasn't really a bus stop. I think it was a cab stop or something. So like, we'll take a cab from here. Hey, my friend, watu watusimami, until my friend was just like, is it because you're black? Is it because you're black ndo maana wataki kutubeba or anything? Like, what the hell, you know? So after like many cabs just passing by us and picking other people who are not black, you know, some cab driver just, you know, ni kama alituona from afar akatuhurumia, and he was just like, let me just take this ones, ni kama, because we were getting desperate. Then we were like, so we boarded the cab. Then it took us to the hotel. So like on our way to the hotel, my friend was like, hey, is it like, are you guys like discriminating on us because we're black women or something like that? And then the cab driver was like, no. And then we told him, since you are heaven sent, you know, we've been looking for a cab for like almost an hour now. So will you even we're going to the marina. We were supposed to go on a yacht today. I think it was supposed to be 4 p.m. by 4. So instead of going with the others who are like our classmates, we'll just go with you because umetuokolea. Hey, my friend. Unasikianga frying pan into the fire. Now this was one of those scenarios. Hey, so me I was just relaxed. I was basically calm the entire time. But my friends they were excited, you know. They were like, oh, you know, we have to do this, we have to, you know. We go upstairs, we drop off the snacks and everything. We say, let's change. But now we're like, instead of changing here, we just change like when we reach when we arrive at the marina, you know. So at the lobby of the hotel, when we're just it was almost like, I think 30 minutes to, and there was a shuttle that was supposed to come and pick everyone up so that we go all of us together. But Sisi Vierere were like, no. And you know, even our friend begged us. My friend was like, Maggie, you guys, let that cab guy go, you know. Let that cab guy go. Let's go all of us together. A shuttle is coming. It's coming in like 30 minutes. And then since we were with my friends, like the two of us, we had gone through enough suffering that day. We were just like, no, us will just go with the cab, whatever. And then my friend was like, ni sawa basi. And then, you know, okay, they said that, but okay. I was just like, anyway, so we're going to the same place. We know where we're going. If we don't know, we'll just ask. There's no way like these people don't know where the marina is. So see, we enter the cab. And this was the same cab of the driver that picked us up from city center back to our hotel. So from the hotel, we're just like, since this cab guy ametokolea, and anyway, the amount of money that we're going to spend using the cab and using the shuttle is still going to be the same. So there's no point in going with the shuttle with the others. Yet we can just pull the three of us and go with this cab, and it'll still cost the same, you know. And this way now, we'll just be the three of us and we'll be telling stories and laughing, you know, all those things. Hey, my friend, this cab driver, kumbe, he does not know where we are going. We were on the cab for quite a while, for almost like 30 minutes, 35 minutes, like this, you know. And then we was just like, kwani hatufiki? And then we reached, you know, we had the pin for the place, but we didn't have like the exact place, because now, you know, the marina is huge. It's not as tiny as you may think. Si kama ukiambia mtu unaenda Sarit Center, unaenda hivi, then you'll just understand. No, it's like the places where the yachts are and the places where the crews for the marinas are two totally different places. So there's the marina where there's like the door cruise for the dinners that you go at night, you know, it's a whole cruise. It's like a cruise ship. But now the yachts were like this fun thing that they're a little bit tinier, and they are not at the marina, they were at Pier 7. This driver drops us off at the opposite side, like it was literally across the road from the marina. He thought, since we're saying, we're going on a yacht and everything, he thought we're going to the marina. So he drops us off, and we're like, are we really at this place? So we start looking for the place, and since we had already like arrived at that place very early, we're like, by 4 or maybe 5, even if it's so late, there's no way we're going to get lost. We'll just get the place. So we cross the road, we start looking for the place. I remember there was a Congolese man. We stopped him because we're like, he's African, we can ask him. Because now in Dubai, people don't speak English. Majority of them, they don't speak English. And neither of us understood Arabic. So we were just in deep shit, If you don't find someone who speaks English, translating stuff was pretty much hard. Yeah. So we find a Congolese man, and then he was working in a coffee shop or something. I don't know if it was a coffee shop or a pastry shop. I don't really remember well. Then we asked him, okay, we want to go to the yacht. Where is the place? Where is it located? And then he's like, he doesn't know. And we're like, how don't you know? See, you work here, like you've been staying here for a while. How don't you know? But when he told us he doesn't know, we're like, okay, we'll ask another person. Then he went and called another person. It was a white woman, but she wasn't European. I don't even remember what language she spoke. It was so weird. She had a very weird accent. There's no way I would have placed that accent. Neither of us could. So we asked her for directions. She gave us directions, but we still didn't understand the place. So we just started walking along that path. We walked, and then looking at the time, we're like, gosh, it's getting late. We're going to get left. Hey. And then my friend was just like, hey, I hope you have not missed her. She was snapping. She was on Snapchat. She was recording all this time. She was like, I hope our yacht will not leave us. We came here early. I'm going to cry because, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's going to leave us. But now, as we're walking, we reached a place. We were surrounded by water, I think we're on a bridge. Yeah, we're on a bridge. And then we're looking at some cruise ships passing and yachts and some boats. And then like, it should be this place. And then we asked some lady, she was jogging, we just stopped her. We asked her, we want to go to this place. Kumbe us, we didn't know she's directing us to the marina. And we're supposed to go to Pier 7. Pier 7 is where the yachts are. And the marina is where like the cruises are. And the marina is like, it's a whole activity. Like, it was so big. It was so big, but it was beautiful. So like, we're looking for the place. Kumbe, we're just going around the marina. We did a whole walk around the marina looking for Pier 7. Pier 7 was literally on the other side of the road. Like, if we had not taken the first turn, it was the first left turn, and entered the marina, if we just walked for like 5 more minutes, we would have arrived at Pier 7 very early, and all that. Kumbe sasa Kierere tulikataa kwenda na watu wengine tukawachwa, tumepotea. Tumepotea. And surprisingly, I'm just shocked how we didn't lose it at each other, because we were so pissed. The three of us were so pissed. We're like, Kwani, where is this place? You can't find this place, But now, the funny thing is, we stopped, we took photos, we laughed, we were looking at people, were like, oh my gosh, those ones must be couples. Venye wanaongeleshana, venye wanashikana, psych, all that stuff. And then, at some point now, we became desperate. We were like, okay, we really need to find Pier 7. We were asking almost everyone. I'm telling you, almost everyone. They don't know where Pier 7 is. And I was just like, guys, how don't you know? In my head, I was like, I'm Enjooyyyy. What do you mean you don't know? And then, so we figured there's no way we're going to cross to the other side of the marina, because it's like we're going around in circles and it was taking too long. So we had to board a government boat. I remember we went and asked that person, how do we get to the other side? Because now, if we started retracing our steps and going back the same way we came, it would have been much longer than crossing to the other side and getting to the exit. So it was more reasonable. So like, we asked that man, I think he was the operator of those boats for crossing to the other side of the marina. We asked him, so how much will it cost to cross the marina? And then he was like 3 dirham each. And I'm like, oh, only 3 dirham. Okay, fine. Then we got tickets. Then we entered the boat. I'm telling you, that boat was tiny. It was tiny. I'll insert the clips here and then you'll see. So we're on the boat. Aki, I'm telling you, we're almost crying. And then we crossed to the other side of the marina. We started walking. We entered into some supermarket or something. We asked the attendants there if they know where Pier 7 is. They don't know. We even tried. You remember me telling you that there was no need for us to buy a SIM card and buy credit, you know. Hey, at that point, we were even looking for a place where they sell SIM cards so that you can buy a SIM card, so that you can recharge it, so that you can call that person. We had the number of the organizer, so we're like, I will just call the organizer and then let us know where this place is. Akuna mali pa kununua SIM card, tunatafuta atupati. So we just said we'll just walk looking for the place. And then remember, the public Wi-Fi, we couldn't access it. I think it's because we're not citizens or something. We couldn't access it. But I remember reading somewhere that if you have the Etisalat line, it's like Safaricom, but now for Dubai, it's called Etisalat. If you have the Etisalat line, you can actually access the Wi-Fi. We tried accessing the Wi-Fi, nothing. Nothing. So, like, we're lost. We can't communicate with anyone. We don't have access to Wi-Fi. We even tried to stop some guy not to party a hotspot so that we can communicate with other people. Nothing. Haishiki. Umayona hotspot haishiki. I'm telling you, I was so mad. I was so pissed off. I was like, what the hell? What do you mean hotspot haishiki? Aya. And then I was just like, okay, then let's walk. Then we found it. I think he's a delivery guy, you know. Those big trucks for delivery. We stopped him, we asked him for directions. Then he was like, if you walk towards this side, give us directions. So we were like, oh, thank you, whatever. Then we started walking. So we're just laughing at each other, the way we've fucked up, the way we've blundered, you know. How did we even end up here? Walking on the road, laughing, telling stories. But anytime we saw a good car, we're just like, oh my gosh, that's a good car, you know. And then anytime we saw Africans, we're like, I don't know, you just feel connected to them in a weird way. Though they may not know you at all, by the way, because now you're in a foreign country. People don't speak your language, so the language barrier it's a thing. It's bad. Like, if you can't communicate with people very well, you really might get lost very easily. So I was just like, fine. We're walking along the road, and then that previous driver who we stopped last, I think he was going on his way or something, and then he saw us. Kumbe, he went and called I think he was a Nigerian. I don't know if he was a mixture of a Nigerian and a South African, to come and translate to us what he was saying. You think we were understanding his accent? That accent was too deep. He was speaking English, but we could not understand him, you know. Then they were just like, fine. Then my friend, by the way, I don't know where she even got this suggestion. She was just like, she started asking that driver if he could let us board his, it was like a company bus or something, so that he can drop us off at that Pier 7 place, because I think now he figured where we're going. Then he was like, okay, there's no problem. And now, you know me, I'm just like, hey, guy, you know. Looking back, you know, we hitched a ride on a bus. We didn't even know the driver. We didn't check the number plate. We didn't have Wi-Fi. There's no way we would communicate. We didn't have a SIM card for that country, you know. So, like, if we're going to get lost, we're going to get lost. We hitched a ride on a stranger's bus. We didn't even know where they are going. We just trusted them blindly. Nakwambia tungeonekana kwa news, three girls. Mlikuwa menda class trip, whatever. Mkapotea Dubai, sasa mmekuwa slaves. Guy, as in, I don't even know why we did that, to be honest, but we did it. Like desperation, you know. Hey, So we're on the bus, and then my friend akatoa simu akaanza kusnap akasema, guys, we get lost on this bus. It was so funny, guy. Like, have you ever been pissed but something is funny, so you're also laughing, but you're pissed, but you're laughing? No, it was that kind of situation. And then the driver dropped us off at Pier 7. We found the place. But now, by the time we're finding the place, Akumbe the yacht had just departed, like, I think 15 minutes prior. So we're late. So, tuliachwa. And then we start looking for the place. Before we reached the place, we saw some Moroccan lady was selling perfumes. She approached us. She was like, are you Kenyans? We're like, yeah, we're Kenyans. Have you seen like a large group of like black people here? I think. And then she was like, yeah, I've seen them. They've left already. And then we're like, oh, if you come back, you should try out these perfumes. And we're like, when we come back, we'll try them out definitely. But first, let us go and look for these people. We go to the dock, and then we find it. I think they were Italians or something. The crew for that ship, they were Italians, yeah, because it was a huge one. And then we asked them, okay, since we've been left, how much will it cost to go on this yacht? Because I think another group was coming to board the yacht, but it was a different one because us had already left. We're like, okay, can we board this one? We can pay for it. Hey, acha tuambiwe bei. Hey, with a straight face, that man was just like, it's $10,000. And I'm like, what the hell? It's $10,000. And I'm like, hey, Appa, no. So we try calling the organizer, and his phone was ringing. We borrowed that Italian crew. One of them had a phone, because not all of them had phones for some weird reason. One of them had a phone, so they lent us their phone. We tried calling that guy. He wasn't picking. We called. I think we called him even 10 times. He wasn't picking. And then another guy in that crew, the Italian crew, he went and called the organizer. I think they are like event organizers or trip organizers for something, for those companies. Yeah. He called him, he picked, and then he was like, no, it has already left. There's nothing we can do about it, whatever. So we're like, okay, fine. We left that place. We went to, it was a gelato stand. Yeah. I even refused to take it because I was so pissed, but some of my friends tried it, and they said it was so nice. And then I was just like, at this point, I'm hungry. Remember, we had not eaten the whole day. But now, nashanga mbona tuwa tumekula, cause you remember those snacks that we went to buy at City Center? Zilikuwa kwa mkono tumebeba hivi kwa kwa like paper bags. Like the whole time. I think that day I walked like almost like 7 kilometers with those things on my hands, and I didn't feel tired. Like, I wonder how I didn't even feel tired, to be honest, because those things were heavy. Like, now, after we boarded a cab, and then like we told the cab, you'll take us to a drive-through, we order food, and then we go back to the hotel, and then we go out and party, Hey, acha tufike McDonald's, kwa driveway. Mtu ako like, hey, what do you want to order? And that's like, we just want like a burger, burger, fries, and maybe a soda or something. Yeah, that's enough, Hey, this person, the way we're speaking English on the drive-through, these people are not understanding our accents at all. You usually think that you don't have an accent. Let me tell you, you have, I think it's a Swahili accent. You may not have like your tribal mother tongue accent, but you have a Swahili accent, especially if you're like, you don't have like that heavy mother tongue accent. But when you speak to, like, amongst other Kenyans, you'll think that you don't have an accent. But when you're in a different country, you have a very thick Swahili accent. So even how you pronounce your English words are not exactly how they'll understand it, because they also have their own accent. So like there's that language barrier. They're not understanding anything we're saying. So the driver orders for us. We just tell him, okay, we want because we are 3, we want a burger. Each of us want a burger and fries and a soda. That's enough, you know. Driver ni nani? Driver ameenda sijui ameorder burger. Ameorder sijui burger inaweza feed sijui how many people. There were a lot. There were like sijui 7 burgers. And now, you know, us we didn't know because they were speaking their language and we couldn't understand what they were saying. So as we thought, since we've explained to the driver what we want, he will understand and he will order for us. Only to get to get the order, and then when we check inside, we were like, easy burgers zote nani anaenda kukula? So like when we're trying to tell the attendant at the drive-through we want a burger, he couldn't understand. Only for the driver to start saying, oh, they want burger meal, they want a burger meal. So he ordered 7 burger meals, and we're like, what? And then when we're going, after we've paid for everything, because now like the total was so much. Ordinarily I think it would be like maybe 25 dirhams or something, but we paid a lot. It was almost like 115 dirhams, you know, for all those things, because he bought a lot of stuff. The fries were many. It was like sijui saba each, and we are like, kwani huyu alielewa vitu gani venye tulikuwa tunajaribu kumexplainia? We only wanted a burger each. Like I think he didn't understand or anything. Hey, sasa we're just like, okay, fine, you didn't understand, but now since we've already bought, we've paid, now we're going back to the hotel. He starts asking us, kwani are you politicians' children? And then we're like, why? Ati, that money was a lot to spend on one meal, you know. And now me, I'm just shocked because I'm like, we asked you to order for us a burger each, just a burger, you know, 1 each, but he ordered 7. And you know, like the order has already been packed. You have to pay for it. There's no way you're not going to pay for it. So we ended up paying for it, and it was a lot. And I think that amount shocked him, and he was like, "Hey, kwani wasichana?" Then he started asking us, "Kwani are you politicians' children?" We're like, "No." Because money, that's blood money, you know, that's a lot of money, whatever. So we're just laughing the whole way. We were so pissed, but now when we ate, at least we felt a bit better. We felt a little bit better. We went back to the hotel. We changed. We're like, today we are going out. There's no we're staying here because we had such a very difficult day. You know, we experienced racism. We experienced like the difficulty that language barrier can bring when you're in a different country. I didn't know that I have an accent, but now I am 100% aware that I do have an accent. I don't know if it's a Kenyan accent, a Swahili accent, I don't really know. But it's there. You might not know that it's there, but it's very, very real. Yeah. So what I would advise you, like if you're traveling to a foreign country, usiringe atutaki kununua lines sijui nini, just buy it. You know, the moment you land like this, the quicker you find a SIM card, the better for you, because now you'll be able to access credit. You know, you can buy airtime and communicate with people if need be, because I'm looking back, I think if we had credit that day, we'd have made phone calls and they'd have given us directions, because we had reached the marina earlier than everyone else did, you know, but we got lost because we didn't know where we were going. And then even we thought we might be helped because we were like, there's no, these people don't know where Pier 7 is. Hey, don't assume things, by the way. This one really didn't know where it was. Yeah. So that's it. That's what my experience was. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.